Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 4th of March. This is your daily recap. Sorry, I am still not feeling well, medicated, and a little slower than normal. So let's talk about what happened here. Yesterday, we had that big down move reverse. We closed up near the highs. We had the South Korean market again crash overnight, was down 12% at one point, and the market reversed here, and we detached ourselves from it. And here we are, just off the highs of the day as we go into 15 minutes to go. And the SPY has come off the low of 669 area and has pushed all the way back in, is fighting the 21 day here currently at 686.90. So nice move there. The 688 area where the 50 days out there, 688.31. That is your level to clear, and then you can move higher. Do note though, there's a lot of resistance here. I want you guys to note that all the last, couple weeks, other than these two candles, everything has basically been below this level. So it might take some work to get up there. We'll keep an eye on that. What is noteworthy here is that we've taken back all of the Iran weakness, right? The Iran weakness has been taken back. That's all gone now in this market. And I think the market is basically saying we don't care about that unless something something out of the ordinary or something very bad happens. So the question then becomes, are we back into this chop zone mess? Could be. Or is the market going to look to break out? We'll see. Or, is this a head fake? My gut is that we're back into the chop zone. I said this on Monday that I thought we'd be back in the chop zone on this, and we'll see. What else is good out there is the VIX has been completely smashed down. It's back in the Bollinger Bands. It's just above 20 though, however, still elevated. The Qs had a nice day. They were leading. VIX is a buy signal, correct? Um, Bonds, they sold those yesterday and again the last couple days here. The same thing with gold, right? They don't want that now. Silver, they're not hiding there anymore. They did go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a big candle today. Bitcoin broke out above 70,000 here and pushing up, and this is a nice candle here. We'll see if we can get this up to the 50-day back up at 87,000. Overall, looking better on Bitcoin. All right. What else was today? Today was about, names. And we talked this morning. If you weren't with us at 6:30 this morning when we did the video, and then at 9 o'clock, we talked about Coin looked good today. Coin, big gap and move up here, reclaimed the 50-day and all the way up into this 210 area. Nice move there. We talked about Hood in that gap. Hood pushed up through into that gap, still has room to go fill it and fill it up here higher to the 85 area, but another name with a nice gap up and go. IVIT we talked about, nice move there. You could have traded names like CleanSpark. All these crypto names had nice days. We talked about names that had relative strength. We talked about Tesla. Tesla was looking strong this morning pre-market. How do we know? Because you can see, it was just kind of hanging out up here. It was up rather nicely. Nice move on Tesla today. Broke above the 8-day, the 21-day there. Now your very big target there at 412.30 area. Amazon was the name I really did well with today, and I traded. Amazon was also showing some relative strength. Nice gap up and go pushed above the 21-day into that gap. Again, that's why it was on our radar. And here it is just off the high of the day right now and looking very strong. We'll see if it can get back a lot of this gap it had from earnings. Overall, looking much, much better. Um, Nvidia wasn't looking so great for a while. Nice strong move, filled that gap up just shy of 185, and there's your 21 day looking stronger. AMD had a very nice day here, back to the 8-day. Intel reclaimed all the moving averages almost, just came back below the 21 day, but watch it for a move above 46. We talked about Meta this morning, how good that looked yesterday for a break over 460, which it did and got all the way up into the 470 area. Lots of ideas, lots of things you could have traded today. For me, I didn't trade all that much. I wasn't feeling good. I had a beautiful trade on Amazon, traded some TQQQ, and that is it for today. And that's okay. It's okay for they like to, have days like that. Kind of didn't have any sleep. Very under the weather. So with that said, to me, it's all about now, do we get follow through here again? Another day of follow through? Do we break above the 50-day and try to take some of these levels back? You have this 690 area as well as a big level. Do we get an inside day of rest here after this big 2-day move, some digestion, some back and fill? This is what we're going to be looking for tomorrow to see how we react. And we'll see how the markets react overnight to the world markets. So with that said, I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll catch you guys live in the AM, and we'll go from there. We have earnings tonight after the close. I won't be staying, but you have Avgo tonight after the close.